As the developers released leaks for ARC Raiders leading up to Summer Game Fest, along came a countdown timer that we discussed in our previous video. And that timer didn't even come out to the exact time of when the release was going to be inside of Summer Game Fest. A lot of us had speculations on what exactly was going to happen, including myself, in which I was hoping was going to be a beta or an alpha test, but instead we got a release trailer that gave us a date of release, which essentially made a countdown of a countdown, because now we had to wait another 5 or 6 months for the release. But at least Embark owned up to that and put out a statement that said, hey, we're sorry that we misjudged the expectations and the hype, and we were just really excited to tell you about our game and its set release date, which I find to be just corporate speak to get all the heat taken off of them for supposedly misjudging the situation. I don't know how you can have 300,000 people during your technical test and all the data that came into it that you have apprised all the people for and saying thank you for playing the test, and undoubtedly the sheer number of content creators that have been putting out loads of content, and you misjudge the hype over your game. But if there's anything that's some good news out of this, and that is Embark knows exactly what kind of hype that is behind their title now, and there is no way that there isn't going to be a server load test before that 5 months is up, so we will get a chance to see it again. Not doing a server load test would be a grave mistake, because I think the company is not fully prepared for the number of people who are going to be playing their title. As well as during the technical test, we have some concerns that I brought up in my previous video for it when it comes to content. Luckily for me, I had tempered my expectations because the previous access we had to the game was only a tech test. And inside that tech test, I don't believe that we ever saw the actual in-game to the game. If what we saw was the in-game, it's going to be rather short-lived. It's supposed to be a persistent, and by persistent I mean constantly playing, looter shooter. And I just don't see a company that puts out quality work like Embark Studios stopping short at the goal line of saying, well, here you go, here's 20 levels and this really weird, awkward in-game loop. Needless to say, it'll be interesting to see what they come up with over the next 5 months, because a company that did a release drop like this is not going to just simply sit in the dark for 5 months. Let me know what you thought about the trailer for the release during the Summer Game Fest, and how disappointed or excited you are for the title and what you think is going to happen in the next 5 months. If you like what you saw here today, make sure you hit the subscription button, hit the bell notification. Helps out the channel a great deal. I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you go and check out my channel, I've been doing playthroughs in between when I do these videos. You can always check those out if you're interested in the game that I'm playing at the time. Thank you and have a wonderful week. I'll see you in the next video.